Igbo Royal Heritage Worldwide was founded by the late Igbo leader Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, handing over the mantle of his leadership to Dr. Paul Okoye, the indefatigable President General. NIROH Worldwide was instituted to build a new and united Igbo nation rooted in virtues, honor, and values. NIROH's objectives, among other things, is to serve as a driving force to stimulate selfless service, innovativeness, spirit of oneness, and qualitative leadership to the Igbo nation. The emergence of the new Igbo nation, Igbo. NIROH Worldwide, as part of its mandate in encouraging research, documentation, and social action on various issues that affect the Igbo people and Igbo interests, organized a 2023 Igbo Political Conference to chart a roadmap for the Igbo and people of the Southeast towards achieving the long-anticipated dream of producing a president of Igbo extraction in 2023, with the theme Igbo President or Igbo Interest. NIROH, though a non-political and non-partisan group, gathered in Umuahia, Abia State capital on the 30th of December 2021 to deepen the conversation for the Igbo to realize how far they've been drenched in the rain for so long, but keep on singing songs of lamentation without grabbing power at the center. Members of NIROH Worldwide across the 5 states of Abia, Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi, and Imo were all there to reflect on the current realities in the political situation in Igbo as the nation Nigeria moves closer to the 2023 political period and general election. President General of NIROH Worldwide, Dr. Paul Okoye, in a keynote address, went down memory lane where he recalled with lamentation that the Igbos came back from the war of 1967 and 1970 badly battered. He painfully recalled the human casualties recorded in the war, estimated to be about 3 million sons and daughters of Igbo nation. He said, "Our efforts suffered near extinction. We had no light, no road, no hospital, no potable water, summarily, all the amenities that made life worth living were non-existent. For our money in the bank, we got 20 pounds. Our houses were confiscated on the prompt of legal acronyms of abandoned property. They told us that there was no victor and no vanquish, and in our naivety, we believed." Dr. Okoye recalls that the 3 hours of rehabilitation, reconstruction, and reintegration set up by the General Gowon's military government was a homogeneous disguise to our pains, as it was just a hoax which failed from inception, a machination that could be linked to the devil's alternative. He said Igbos, therefore, must say never again, apparently, because nobody can break up a country in peace since the fallout is war. He said, "It is time to come to terms with the realities of our existence and try other credible and valid alternatives. When an old woman falls twice, she counts the items in her basket."
The Igbos came back from the war badly battered. Our human casualties are estimated to be about 3 million sons and daughters of Igbo nation. For our money in the bank, we got a mega 20 pounds. Our houses were confiscated. They told us that there was no victor and no vanquish, and in our nativity, we believed.
He said Igbos must drop the ethnical campaign as the sine qua non to Asurok is strategy, investment, and hard work.
It is time to come to terms with the realities of our existence and try other credible and viable alternatives. Igbo must drop the ethnical campaign. The cynical norm to Asorok is strategy, investment, and what? Hard work.
The Umahia conference is to draw a project and evolve a strategy to Asorok. Umahia is not meant to usurp authority or arrogate absolute knowledge, but to contribute our own quota to our collective march to Asorok. This is the only way feasible. We must drop the blame game as it creates an impediment to this warrior's march to Asorok. There is no non-nation on earth where freedom is free. It has to be fought for and conquered by the interested people. Same for power, he said.
The Umuahia Conference is to draw a project and evolve a strategy to Asorok. This is the keynote address of our pragmatic, our visionary, our dynamic President General of NIROH Worldwide, distinguished Dr. Paul Okoro. Thank you very much for hearing, and God bless you.
Taking the conversation further, the guest speaker, Professor Okeze Rocks, is a former Dean, Faculty of Education, Abia State University. In his paper presentation, reminded the audience the definition of politics in the words of renowned political scientists like David Easton, Harold Laswell, who defines such as who gets what, when and how authoritative allocations of values, noting that their definitions were still current realities in what is playing out in the country till today.
The first one of the scholars says that politics has to do with who gets what, when, and how. The other scholar says politics deals with authoritative allocation of values. The values are being authoritatively allocated here in Nigeria. Nigerian politics, the people that I know who understands politics, they don't play with it. They are the houses and the north.
He said people may criticize President Buhari for being sectional and empowering the Northern House of Fulani stock in appointment and location of institutions and establishments. But Mr. President, in his action, has just been acting politics, which is all about who gets what, when and how, and the authoritative allocation of values. When President Buhari awards contracts for the construction of a railway line from the north to Niger Republic, he is authoritatively allocating values, and there is nothing anyone can do about it, he said. Professor Rock further said that for the Igbo to get to Asorok, Igbos must play the required politics, and there is no politics they can play in Nigeria to get there without seeking the cooperation of other ethnic groups that will work. We need other regions to support the Yoruba, the Hausa, the Fulani to succeed through Asorok. Democracy is all about government of representation, and we need to elect our leaders with the consent of the people, he said. Sounding predictive, he said that based on current realities, Igbo man can get to Asorok, but there is a lot of work to do. Based on what we see today, we can get it. Let us start on time. Let the Igbo man wake up and do the needful. The Yorubas, the Tinubus have seen it earlier. That's why he groomed so many people, including the present Vice President of Nigeria, who was former Dean Faculty of Law, University of Lagos. He said,
We can get there, but we are talking of 2023. My reason is that let us start in time, because the Yorubas understood it. Tinubu understood that, and Tinubu understood it. He groomed so many people. He has his boys left, right, and center. Even the vice president happened to be his own guy. He groomed him, brought him into politics.
He said that even NIROH Worldwide can be a preparatory ground for the Igbo to ascend to the exalted seat of President of Nigeria if the right things are done. Those who understand politics begins early and on time. From somewhere, you can get to that level. Success without successor is failure in disguise. Igbos must begin to produce successors. We should prepare ourselves and go the extra mile. So many of our people are fraternizing with the Hausas, and it is a good development. We need proper planning like the Yorubas are doing now. I know we are very smart people who have succeeded in every aspect of life, but it seems that getting the presidency is eluding us, but this is partly because of our divisive tendencies, he revealed.
This very NIROH can even be a preparation. If the Yoruba, for those who understand politics, they begin on time. Are you getting what I'm saying? From there, you see you produce ministers, commissioners, special advisors in government and so on and so forth. Federal government. Yes. From here, you can begin to group them.
He called on the Igbo to remove Anambra, Imo, Enugu, Ebonyi, Abia sentiments and go for a true Igbo with capacity for leadership. Once we have that in mind, nothing will stop us from getting to Aso Rock. Let us eschew this unity to hear tomorrow that an Igbo man is the president of Nigeria is very possible, and from what I see here, the cooperation I see in NIROH worldwide, nothing will stop us, he said. In all, the Omahia conference was a huge success, and it is hoped that the Igbo would leverage on that to bring its best foot forward and do the needful towards 2023. Others who were present at 2023 Igbo Political Project Conference have this to say.
The program is tagged 2023 Igbo President or Interest. The essence is to bring the Igbos together, the Igbo nation together, for us to champion a cause for this noble project to ensure that we take our pride of place in our country, Nigeria.
Ebumnobi anyị bụ na ekemegharị omume ndị Igbo niile site na ịsụ asụsụ n'iyi efe ma iche echiche kachasị ka anyị ga-esi mee wee tụgharịa echiche obi mmadụ n'ebe gbasara ndọrọ ndọrọ ọchịchị n'ala anyị bụ Nigeria.
Ndụmọdụ na-enye ụmụnne anyị ma ndị dị nọ na Nigeria ma ndị dị n'obodo ọzọ na outside Nigeria bụ ka anyị chịkọta ọkọ ọnụ ka onye rekwule nwanne ka onye ahụ bukwule nwanne ka anyị were otu ubi ọgwụdị ndị Hausa anụ ma ndị Yoruba ma ọ gị na anyị chabụkwa nwanne bụ ndị ọka wee gosi ha na amamihe anyị nwekwere ka anyị je wee chịta ọfụma wee mee ka obodo a wee dị mma.
Gratitude to God Almighty who made this day possible, even in the midst of all odds. Gratitude to Dr. Paul Okoye, the President General of NIROH Worldwide, for his vision and passion for a better Igbo.
Unu agbanịgo ekele dịrị unu dịka unu si bịa onye nwe m ga-edunakwa unu n'udo n'aha Jizọs. Ihe anyị na-eme bụ mmalite iji akọwa ihe gbasara NIROH, otu anyị siri chọọ ọchịchị ruo anyị aka. Nwa na-achọ ihe ya furu efu mere ajọ ife. Oke anyị ka anyị na-achọ kwa ya. Oke anyị ahụ anyị na-achọ, anyị na-ayọ Chukwu ka anyị chọta ya. Dịka onye nkụzi anyị kụziri anyị, ọ sị na since 1970 mgbe ọwụ ka a nọ na-achọ ya bụ ihe. Ohere ọdịcha anyị enwetara ya, mana anyị kwere na nke a n'oge a anyị ga-enweta n'aha Jizọs.
The highlights of the event include performance by Adugo Africa, Mrs. Pep Mario Atta.
Anya no na kosiri na, anya no na kosiri je. Nchịkọta ihe gwara anyị na ihe a bụ ịdịkọ n'otu, maka na otu mkpụrụ azịza na-azagbu ụlọ ọ na-azagbu. Ihe a gwuru bụ na wee chịta aka anyị ụkọ na mmiri n'ọgụ ụfụfụ no discrimination. Abịakwa Anambra ka abịa. Prof gwara anyị na ime nke a n'ije niile bụ n'ebe Aso Rock, ije n'ole Aso Rock, ije n'ole